Hi, my name is Felipe. Welcome to my channel Awkward, where I give parents the encouragement, tools, skills, and knowledge to provide their children with mindful sexual education. It is my hope that with this channel, you are able to answer your kids' very awkward questions about bodies, feelings, sex, and everything in between. So today's topic is kids and their erections. So it is perfectly normal, natural, and expected that children have erections. They started having erections when they were still in the womb. And this is incredible, and it has been captured time and time again through ultrasounds. And sometimes parents actually get to see this happening. So it is perfectly normal. The genitals are parts of the body that have nerve endings that are functioning, and they are irrigated with blood. So they do feel sensation. They do feel sensation when they are touched. So it is only normal that they react to these sensations. So in the case of boys, they will get erections, and in the case of girls, you will be able to see vaginal lubrication. So it is important that you treat these erections as something that is completely normal, because it is. It is also expected that by the age of about 2 or 3, that kids will come to you and ask you or even show you their erections. The reason for this is around the time that kids stop wearing diapers and have more access to their genitals. So they will touch them, and that is one of the reasons why kids get erections, is because of their own self-touch, and then they get curious about this and they come and show you. So it is okay that you find this funny when it happens. You just should not shame your child or embarrass them or laugh at them. But it is okay that you as a parent think that this is a kind of a funny moment, right? So don't feel guilty if your first reaction towards it is one of like, oh. Because it's normal that you also have feelings. The whole point here is not that you shouldn't have feelings towards the things that happen, but that you shouldn't shame your child or make them feel guilty or make them feel inappropriate or inadequate about their bodies and their bodies' sensations and reactions. The reason why kids are telling you about these things or asking about these things is because they want to know more about them, because they are born explorers, and they're curious, and they're trying to understand their body, and there's this new thing, this new sensation that they are experiencing, and they want to know more about it. That's what's happening. So be mindful not to have a negative reaction to your kids showing you or asking you about erections. Don't say things like, oh, that's ugly, or put it away because nobody wants to see that, or it's dirty, or it smells. You shouldn't talk about any body part in that way, especially not the genitals, because there's a lot of other emotions that we attach to that because of the way our family and our society views genitals. So there's no point in having these reactions that then only make children, which then become teenagers and adults, who are self-conscious about their bodies and self-conscious about their body parts, right? So erections are a natural response. They happen when kids really need to pee, or when you or any caretaker is carrying out the kid's hygiene and touch the penis to clean it, and they may get an erection, and this is perfectly normal. Or also when kids touch themselves. But it is important here that we understand that the erections that kids have are completely different from erections that adults have. And the main difference is that kids do not have sex drive. They don't have sex drive or sexual desire. And sexual desire is that of reaching orgasm and of of sharing relationship with another, right? Of seeking out somebody. So children don't have this, and the reason they don't have this is because they do not have the sex hormones circulating in their bloodstream. This only happens in puberty and adolescence when they get erections as a reaction to this sex drive that they start having. Again, kids do not feel this way, so their erections are a physical response to stimuli. When kids touch their genitals, they don't feel sexual desire. Like I said, they will feel more of a soothing but pleasant sensation, like sucking your thumb, for example, something like that. It is important that you understand that it's different. The difference between a child having an erection and an adult having an erection, so that it is also easier for you to explain to your kid what is an erection. By the way, the explanation is very simple. You can just tell your kid that there is blood circulating in the body, and that when they really need to pee, or when they touch their penis, that more blood flows into the penis, and this is the reason why it becomes harder and bigger, and that this happens to all boys, and that it will continue to happen to them as they grow up and when they are men, and that when the blood, but this is temporary, that the blood then goes back to the rest of the body, and that their penis goes back to being flaccid or small, or however you want to describe that. Here it is important that you understand that, because you say that grown men also have erections, it is kind of expected that maybe your child will ask an adult male if they also have erections, and this is not to be taken as a weird thing. I mean, you might feel embarrassed about it, and I think that's okay to feel embarrassed about it. But it shouldn't be. It should be a moment for you to also teach children about what is private, personal, and what is public, what is safe touch and unsafe touch. So all these moments are great learning opportunities. So here, for example, if you explain if you're a mom and you explain to your kid what is an erection, why they get erections, and you tell them, it's normal that you have them, and all boys have them, and when you grow up to be a man, you'll continue to have them. If your child then goes to dad and asks, "Dad, do you also get erections?" The way I would advise that this is answered is that he says yes, because it's true. You don't have them to explain what I just told you about the difference between child and adult sexuality, but it is reaffirming and comforting for the kid to know that that is happening to them and their bodies is normal, and it happens to everybody else. So it's normal that they confirm, let's say, this kind of information. The sooner you start having these conversations with your kids, the easier it will be when the questions become more intricate, like in puberty. So it's very hard for you to start these conversations at puberty, but if you start having them while kids are still small and curious, and they trust you and they believe in you and they want to know from you the answers to these questions, I think that this is a perfect opportunity to start fostering this emotional bond that will then be the basis of a healthy sexual education of your child. So I hope this video helped, and if you have any questions or any comments, just drop them down in the comments, give us a like, share, and subscribe.